Good afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia. It is coming up on 11:30. I said it was high noon just a while ago. I forgot I'm in Alabama now, not Georgia. But anyway, we got the time straightened out now, and we welcome you back to the New Hope Volunteer Fire Department. We are on location today. We'll be here until Mother Nature runs us off, or about 3 o'clock, whichever comes first this afternoon. And we're having a good time as you're looking at the radar there from the Alpha Weather Center, brought to you by Southern Union State Community College. You see those few showers over in Heard County up into Carroll, and a small shower continuing down in extreme southeast Troup County, about to move out. High and dry across East Alabama and West Georgia. Maybe a little bitty shower trying to pop up just south of Woodland or just east of Woodland, but that's moving off to the east as well. It's an overcast, breezy day here at the New Hope Volunteer Fire Department. I want you to come by and hang out with us, and easy to get here. You can just go to Wedowee and get on Highway 48, and then just go toward Woodland. And then if you're in Woodland, you go the opposite direction. You come out 48 and take a left on County Road 56, and you can't miss us. We're right there on the left at the New Hope Volunteer Fire Department. So we bring you back in here live, and I told you this was a family affair. So we got some babies up in the house. Baby Jay has joined us. This is Tin Shop's newest addition. And come on, he's good. Let him sit right there. Can we say hey? Oh, look, there you are right there. Look at that monitor. And there's your daddy. And there's Peepaw. What do you think about that? Pretty cool stuff, huh? But anyway, we've got Taylor Jones in here. Taylor's the voice of the Woodland Bobcats, and we wanted to get some of the iSchool sports folks to come by today and kind of talk to us a little bit about what's coming up this year. And, me and your mom were just discussing the fact that we're just really only a couple of 2-3 months away from getting high school and college football back underway. And I know that you guys stay busy at iSchool year-round. With Southern Union and all of the stuff you cover other than football. But football is the busy time of year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it was Pat Dooley, the former Gators beat reporter, Florida Gators beat reporter, that said that when heat advisories start, that's when you can start the countdown for football. So, football coming up in about 2 months, maybe about 9 weeks or so before we get the season started. And it's going to be a lot of fun in the Randolph County schools, especially because, Wadley coming off of a state championship appearance, and Randolph County has always got a pretty strong team. Interesting to see how those young guys will look this year, and Coach Larry Strain's always got them good. And for us personally at Woodland, we've got a brand new coach we've got to break in, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that season goes as well.
Yeah, and it's just this is the time of year. It's kind of the quiet before the storm. This is if there is an off season, this is it. Really for football and all sports across the area. But the iSchool Sports Network providing coverage for all 4 of the county teams here in Randolph County. This was something that was the brainchild of Wes Kinsey. Al Haynes played a very vital part of that back in the day. Wes started things with his iRockin' Boogie internet radio station, and then that kind of migrated into coverage for the area high school football teams. And then there was this thing called COVID that reshaped the way we do everything, and then that's when the video was kind of introduced into the iSchool sports lineup. And then Southern Union came on board, softball, baseball, basketball, graduations. You guys are just covering a little bit of everything now, year-round.
Yeah, it's one thing. It's, we got to get with the times, I guess it is. We started off doing just audio, but then when video came into play, especially with COVID, with especially Southern Union, because not only, was COVID, shutting down limited fans, but you've got athletes that are from the Birmingham area, that are from Gadsden, Mobile, wherever, and their family can't come to every single game. So as soon as we said, okay, we're going to provide video, that's when things really started taking off for us. So, Adam Slay, Al Haynes, whoever, ultimately came up with that, ended up doing it ended up being a pretty good thing for us, and we look forward to improving that coverage again this year.
You have to get acclimated to the gunshots.
Yeah.
It'll get your attention when those 12-gauge shotguns go off across the way. But yeah, and here's the thing too. It's a pretty cool piece from the iSchool Sports Network. Now I work a good. Of course, I do the weather for the games, but I do a lot of work behind the scenes too. Folks don't even really know about it from a technical standpoint, and helping Adam get some of the stuff squared away each week. But one of the things that iSchool does that's pretty cool. We talked about the fact that COVID kind of forced everybody's hand into doing video, and it's that's just, folks don't understand, that's not an easy thing to do, even with modern technology as good as it is today. Audio is one thing, but when you start putting video in on top of it, that's a whole different level of equipment, people, cost, and what it takes to do. And it's just like today, it took us a minute to get everything straightened out this morning, even though it worked fine on the side of Walker Mountain for 2 weeks prior to today. And you know this, when you go and do a ball game, you set stuff up, you're going to have some kind of issue you got to work through. But the iSchool Sports Network, there is a fee for the video side. And they have, especially during COVID, every bit of that, whatever it cost to be able to watch the games, the audio was free, but for whatever it cost to watch the video portion, all of that was given back to the schools to help the schools with their gate receipts, because especially 2 years ago, nobody could come to the ball games. That was pretty much their only option to be able to watch their team.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons we did that, is because, I think it was ultimately left up to the schools. There were some that said, all right, 100%, y'all can come. I know Woodland did 50% there for a little bit, and it ultimately got better as the season went on, and some were, only 2 tickets each, and that was it. But another reason we do this, too, is we try to serve the community, not just ourselves. And, of course, it's fun to go out there, cover a ball game, cover our local athletes, and be able to provide that service for the fans and those in the community. But we couldn't do that if there weren't if there weren't football programs to cover. So that's another reason why we did that too, is to know that, all the advertising dollars you see when you, pay the $8.99 or $10.99 or whatever, and you think to yourself, that's a little too high. But just know that every single dime is going back into the schools that are in your communities too, and we're just thankful that we have the opportunity to do that, and we thank all the fans that watch us on Friday nights, that they can be able to not only help us but help the schools as well.
Well, the Cats had a good season last year. Didn't end exactly the way they wanted it to, but there were a lot of positive things that came out of the Woodland program last year, and I know that you got a brand new coach this year, and I know you guys are looking forward to getting back in the broadcast booth and bringing us Cats football on Friday nights, and I know you're excited about that.
Yeah, it is. It's almost as soon as school gets out, that's when it's like, okay, it's football season. Even though we have to wait another 3 months or so, it is football season. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the Bobcats do this year, too. Lost a lot of senior talent, a lot of really talented seniors. But I'm sure, as you've known, covering high school sports around this county, it seems like when Woodland doesn't have much going on for them, or they have a lot of youth, that's when they seem to do well. And we saw that with Larry Strain's teams. We also saw it this year too, even though it was a senior laden team. Only 3 wins in the regular season, but they go to the third round of the playoffs. That's unheard of. It seems like when their back's against the wall, when they don't have a lot of people on their side, is when they seem to do really well. And then, of course, you have head coach Joel Shrink as well. I've had the pleasure of chatting with him a couple of times. He actually spoke to our Brotherhood breakfast last Sunday for Father's Day, and he's already doing a great job, I feel, getting into the community and, letting the players know, hey, this is what I'm about, and we're going to succeed, just, follow with me and all. So, but I think that's what I'm excited about the most, is just, you just don't know what to expect, and that just, kind of keeps you on your toes every week.
Speaking of keeping you on your toes, this one does right here, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is our junior broadcaster. We're working on him. We're going to have him doing football, and hopefully we're going to have him doing weather. Can you say, Jameson? Can you say thunderstorm? See, he says it better than I do.
like,
Wait a
did you
minute.
not hear the
I think we mashed a button over here. Let's put it back so everybody
There
can
it is.
see. There we go. He sees all the pretty colors. Better forecast than I could ever give.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, folks, we're having a good time. Mr. Sunshine has Mr. Sunshine has joined us here on location. We'll have him on here in a few minutes. He's got on the sun shirt this afternoon. Dana Barker's in the house, WTVM staff meteorologist. We'll talk to him on our next break. Also, let's see, we want to give away a T-shirt on this break? Okay. All right, so we're going to let producer Tracy grab a name out of the box and let her come around here and stand behind us. Come on, you got to be on. You got to. We got to verify that you actually drew the name out of the box.
Okay. Just another excuse to get me on.
That's right. We got to make this valid. She's shaking it up. Drum roll. Glasses so you can see.
Tom Caldwell.
Tom Caldwell. Tom Caldwell, if you're in the house, you just won one of those. Come by and register. We're going to give away those T-shirts, and we got Dana Barker coming up here with us on our next break. And Baby J, don't tell him what he's going to do for us when we come back. On Dr. Don's weather, y'all come hang out with us.
Come on, dude. Good job.